Hi guys! I hope you are all doing well, and I am back today with another book review. So today I am reviewing Poison Princess, and this is by Kresley. I hope I'm saying her name right. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to go with Kresley. And yeah, so let's get into this review. So this book is about a girl named Evie, and she has lived pretty much a sheltered life her entire life. And she was sent away to sort of, I guess it was kind of like a correction kind of center. I'm not exactly 100% sure. And she was sent there by her mother because she was having these visions, and her mother thought she was delusional. But really she was being sent these visions to prepare for the end of the world, basically. And it's basically to save her life. So that is basically where our story takes place, is after the Flash. And the Flash is basically wipes out pretty much human life. And so she is one of the few humans left on Earth, and she has to try and find a way to restore the world. Is basically, I think, her job, and she has to prepare for fighting death. And she is terrified of death and does not want to fight him at all. So she desperately tries to not accept who she really is. I've always been a huge fan of the whole paranormal, fantasy, and romance, and you really get all of that in this book. There was a lot more paranormal aspects to this that I was actually really not expecting, and it was quite a very nice surprise in this book. So this book I very much enjoyed. The story really intrigued me. It started off on a slow pace, but as I kept reading chapters, like each chapter just got better and better as I was reading. This book is actually the first apocalyptic, sorry if I'm not saying that correctly, book that I have ever read, and I really enjoyed it. Like, I'm not usually a fan of the whole apocalyptic things because they tend to have zombies in them, and I am really terrified of zombies. They give me nightmares. But in this book, it just added a more creepy feel to it, and I thought it was really good. Like, I'm not really afraid of reading about zombies anymore, so I can thank this book for that. The action in this book was really non-stop. Once the whole apocalyptic thing started, things just kept happening over and over, and I really liked that about this book. I didn't find it slow once you really got into it. Like, you just wanted to keep reading more. It really kept you on the edge of your seat. Just when you thought things were going smoothly for the characters and things started slowing down, something else would happen. It would just be great. So I really enjoyed that things were happening all the time in this book. I felt like Kresley's characters were so well developed. Like, you really got like a connection to her characters and understood where they were coming from. Her characters in this book really did progress throughout. Like, they really grew. Like, you can see the difference between how they were at the beginning of the book and then how they changed to the end of the book, which I really thought was good considering the world that they are thrown into. For example, Evie's character. At the beginning of the book, she is a very spoiled, sheltered girl. She has everything handed to her. But by the end of the book, she has grown into someone who really is no longer sheltered, and she has to basically fight for her life, and she has to be resourceful, and she has to find things in order to keep herself alive. And she can thank all of that to Jackson, who is the love interest in this book. Jackson, he basically takes her and tries to protect her. He becomes basically her protector, and he just tries to show her what is really going on outside of her sheltered home, and that she has to get a little bit stronger in order to survive in the world that they are now in. Like, because before she was so sheltered, she can't be that way anymore. So he, at the beginning, is you think he's being very mean to her, but in reality he's just doing this because he knows that she has to understand that if she doesn't grow a backbone, she is not going to survive in this world. The romance in this book was such a yo-yo. Like, Kresley pulls you into the romance only to be yanked out again and again, and she did this repeatedly throughout the book. I found myself getting so frustrated at the author. I was like, come on, because I just wanted them to be together so badly. She made the romance so good that you just want them to be together, and she really takes you on a yo-yo with the romance. I would really recommend this book to anyone who enjoys fantasy, paranormal, and romance. This book really surprised me. I was not expecting it to be as good as it was. And this is actually the first book in this series. I don't know when the other ones are planning on coming out, but I'm really looking forward to reading them. I am for sure going to be picking them up. So that is it for this book review. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. And let me know what your guys' thoughts were on Poison Princess. If you guys have read it, if you're planning on reading it, what you think of it. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.